Hi there, I'm Vince with Howie Spike, Chief Coffee Officer, you might say, and I'm thrilled to share our coffee shop inspired journey with you. My roots run deep with beverages. I was fortunate enough to spend a little over 30 years at Coca-Cola in a number of key leadership roles, supporting some incredible brands and helping to acquire some too. And of particular importance to this story is that while I was charged to lead mergers and acquisitions for North America, I led the negotiations to get Coca-Cola into a great ready-to-drink coffee partnership with Dunkin'. And I learned a lot about coffee during that time. You know, there's something magical about a great cup of coffee. Besides waking you up, it brings people together, it creates moments, it can even spark inspiration, like it has here for us. So I joined the team a few years back as Howie Spike's CEO, but before that I was an investor. And my partners at that time had some really great products. They had spiked teas, spiked lemonades, and even some spiked cherries. But what really interested me was that they had a spiked coffee in the pipeline. So why did the spiked coffee really intrigue me? After I left Coke and saw what could be accomplished in the non-alc ready-to-drink space, it made it more apparent how spiked ready-to-drink coffees were still in a state of relative infancy, and they still are. And even more so, while companies were out there successfully spiking teas, lemonades, juices, all different types of categories, this is really yet to be done in any meaningful way with ready-to-drink spiked coffee. Why is this? I believe it's because nobody has done it well enough, and we intend to change that. And that's the opportunity. So there came a pivotal moment a little over 2 years ago. The leader in spiked coffees, Pabst, exited the category. And it wasn't because the brand wasn't growing or not great. They had a good brand. They just ran out of a place to build their product the way they formulated it. And that's a danger that we've taken steps to avoid, by the way. So this was a really crucial point for Howie's. It's not often that the leader of a category exits the space and leaves an opening. So my partners discussed making a pivot, and they asked me to join the team. And I said if the company really was willing to pivot from teas and lemonades and focus just on coffee, that I would. They agreed, I agreed, and that was my cue to hit brew and really help reshape our approach. So our first product in spiked coffee was great. Award-winning 13.5% ABV brew. It was launched in 2022, well received and growing nicely in 2023, but I could tell it was served in the wrong cup size, so to say. A 12-ounce can, which just had too much alcohol to really be sessionable in a big can like that. And I could see that that was going to challenge our longer-term growth. And if we really wanted to capture the category, we needed to adjust. So having learned from my Coca-Cola M&A experience, and I had a stint where I invested in and worked with a lot of entrepreneurial companies. Similarly, we adjusted our strategy this past year, and we went back to the old coffee grinder, so to say, and we thought hard about the ways we could make our product more sessionable and therefore accelerate volume. And what we came up with for 2025 was so much bigger than just having a brand vision in spiked coffee. With the new brand vision, instead of just a spiked coffee, we developed a portfolio of coffee shop inspired beverages in the right sizes, with the right alcohols and the right ABVs. You see, we're not creating a new flavor or new concept here. We're simply taking consumer proven products, proven millions and millions of times a day at your favorite coffee shop. We make them taste great and we spike them. It's like your spiked coffee shop order to go. As I like to say, we found innovation hiding in plain sight. With our new strategy, you can choose from our 13.5% ABV spirited flagship, now in a 6 3/4 ounce clear can, right size for the liquid, not the 12 ounce anymore. Comes in original mocha and my favorite, vanilla bourbon. We also have a highly sessionable, and we believe an industry first, non-dairy oat milk latte in 12-ounce cans at 5%. And we have singles at 8%. And this lower ABV non-dairy is gluten-free and it tastes amazing, and it is now our play in larger package formats for coffee. And we also introduced a hard refresher line, 5% ABV, no bubbles, real juices, cane sugar, and a bit of green coffee extract. And it tastes just like the refresher you'll get at your favorite coffee shop. In fact, it's so close, it's hard to taste the alcohol in our products. These products are award-winning. And in fact, speaking of refreshers, we were just informed yesterday that we won a coveted award from the recent Proof Awards from their 2024 Spirits, Wine, and Beverage competition in Las Vegas. Our Alc-A-Chino Tropical Hard Refresher received a gold medal for taste and a double gold for the design. We also just received in that competition a gold medal for the vanilla non-dairy oat milk latte, gold medal for both taste and design. And it was judged by a group of nearly 100 beverage buyers, multi-unit, restaurant owners, bar operators, nightclubs, casinos, hotel, resort, airline, cruise ship, grocery store, retail store operators, and distributors from across the nation. So these are people who know their spiked RTDs. So how do we accomplish this? We focus on three key elements. Premium flavor, the liquid has to deliver. It's got to taste great, or why bother? We use premium packaging. We have designs that really pop. And we have appealing ingredients. Our ingredients are thoughtfully sourced, natural flavors, and never artificial colors or flavors, or no high-intensity sweeteners. So what's the response been to our adjustment? Incredible. Retailers are excited. Distributors are energized for this coming spring, and we've already had some wins in retail authorizations. One very large one, which we see as a strategic domino. Our partnerships are excited, like the one that we have with Live Nation at the Bank New Hampshire Pavilion. We're even in discussions for a future partnership with a Major League sports team that wants us and really could help us add some serious buzz with the coffee shop inspired brand vision. Speaking of partnerships, our distribution partners include about 100 Anheuser-Busch and Molson core distributors in about 25 states. About a third of those have come on just in the recent months with the introduction of our new coffee shop inspired brand vision. And by the way, I'll just tease this. There's talk of a non-alcoholic version of our refreshers coming as well. But we'll talk about that over another cup of coffee soon. So let me talk a bit about performance. Having launched the coffee SKU in 2022, we saw impressive growth in 2023, tripling our business. But as I said, I saw potential storm clouds building against our growth trajectory because of that sessionability in the can size. So as we made our transition in the second half of 2024, we deliberately impacted our sales curve, temporarily I'll add. We'll be about flat in 2024 because we discontinued that 12-ounce package for our flagship 13.5%, but we can see our long-term strategy is taking strong root. And with the retailer authorizations and new distributor commitments, we estimate currently that we'll surpass our whole year 2024 sales quite potentially by Q1 or soon thereafter. And if the trends that we see in terms of retailer interest and distribution expansion continue, and we expect that they will, there is a path to multiple hundreds of percentage growth in 2025. And I don't mean 100 or 200, quite possibly 400, 500% growth is potential. But to make it happen, we need capital. We need capital to expand, to market, and to make sure every sip of these beverages counts. So let me talk about our team. Our leadership team includes my partner, Larry Trachtenbreut, also known affectionately as Liquid Larry, who has successfully built and sold to Coke, no less, beverage brands. And in fact, this is where I met him. His skills in designing formulas are unparalleled, and his connections to the beverage industry are insane. Greg Howard, my other partner, is a successful global logistics senior executive who himself has both worked for and built global logistics companies and knows the logistics and ALC industries extremely well. And he brings a unique set of senior skills to our company. So as I wrap this up, I just want to say our strategy is simple. We're not just making drinks. We're defining a whole new coffee shop inspired category. We want to be that brand that people think of when they imagine a perfect spiked coffee shop experience. And with my merger and acquisition experience, I've read this book before, where we take a great concept, get it growing, make it scalable, and make it very interesting to a strategic buyer to target and exit at the right time. That's the plan. This isn't just about a product. It's about a culture, a vibe, a movement, and about creating a category-defining brand. The time to join us is now. So together, let's brew something iconic, and cheers to what's next.